Hi there. Olympus released 3 new firmwares for their cameras. The one was for Olympus OMD EM Mark II, and the second one was for OMD EM5 Mark II, and then for Pen-F. I'm concentrating on the one that's for EM1 Mark II on this video. I have been able to test it for 2 weeks now, and thanks for Olympus Finland for letting me have it beforehand for testing. And I have to say it has a few really nice improvements that I've really missed on the older firmware. But let's dive into the firmware and see what it has. I will start with the ones that are not so important for me and leave the best ones for me last. The first one is the art filter bleach bypass, which has 2 different grades on it, and personally I don't really care about the art filters in this kind of camera. They're more for hobbyists and enthusiasts who want to have different kinds of filters in when shooting, but I don't really care them. If I need something for my photos, I will do it in post in Photoshop later or Lightroom. And then the second improvement is there were some problems in some occasions when using LED lights and electronic shutter. There was a lot of flickering, and that's gone now, which is good. And then there has been some issues with the battery indicator that shows you how much you have time in the video left, or how many percentage there is still left in the battery. And sometimes when it goes below 20%, it was pretty fast when it started blinking red. But now it's improved a lot, so that problem is gone, which is also good. And then this camera has very good focus stacking and focus bracketing features, and the stacking is possible with only a few, actually quite a few lenses, and now it's also possible with the 12 to 100 millimeter zoom lens, f4 zoom lens. And this is good. Now you can stack your photos also when using the 12 to 100 millimeter f4 lens. And now you can also correct distortion when using the 8 millimeter fisheye lens. This is what it looks like. And you can find this from this custom menu J1. There you just turn it off and on. And it all depends which way you like it. I've tried it a few times, and I realized that sometimes the edges when using the distortion correction might get a little blurry. But it's a matter of opinion. I don't know how much that hurts or not, because it does a very good job on leveling the whole picture, as you can see from here. Then sometimes when shooting video and doing the panning like this, the image stabilizer that's inside was kind of like forcing a little bit too hard back, and the video didn't come out too good, because if it was in certain speed when you're doing this, it started to force back a little bit. But that's improved now. It goes smoother when you're panning, and I've tried it, and yeah, it looks good. And then there are some improvements in Pro Capture. The first one is that it used to be a little hard to know if the camera was capturing or not, but now there is a small symbol in the left upper corner that tells you that the camera is actually taking pictures, because with the electronic shutter 60 frames per second, you didn't know if there were any pictures. There was no indicator of it, but now there is. And then also the buffer has increased from 14 to 35, so you can now set the buffer to take 35 pictures before you actually take the picture. I think one of the biggest, it's not a big thing, but it is actually a big thing anyways. Now you can have a small AF point. It used to be a little bit too big, and I have to be honest with you guys that sometimes it has been too big, so that it has actually the AF or the autofocus has been, taking something from the background and not the subject, because the AF point has been too big. Now there's the option to have a smaller one, which is really good. But hey, this was a quick look at the EM1 Mark II and the new firmware 2.0. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.